What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. We are about to check out the Season 2 finale of Loki, and boy, this season has been a wild ride. Nikki, are you ready for this?
I'm ready, because wild ride indeed.
Yeah, I know. Too much crazy stuff has gone on. I'm too excited. Let's start episode 6 of Season 2 of Loki right now.
And I am burdened with glorious purpose.
What's really interesting about this episode is that it's called Glorious Purpose, which was the title of the first episode of Season 1.
That is what we know.
Oh my gosh.
Time loop. It's all a time loop, people.
I mean, that's a good catch. But imagine, like, if it was just the first episode all over again.
That would be weird.
That'd be
it's just the entire first episode.
That'd be a choice. It would be a loop for sure.
Reincarnation.
But yeah, it's probably not that.
Sylvie, stop.
Reincarnation. Baby.
Oh god.
Man, I hope Loki saves him from becoming spaghettis.
I mean, he can go back to whenever he wants to. So
true.
he really could.
Oh, it's in reverse.
I was about to ask if the music was, but no, that's just the theme.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so fun.
It is.
They're playing the opening in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because we're going back to the beginning. Maybe we're gonna jump to the first episode.
Oh shit. Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
No, you weren't. Totally wrong.
I assumed he was just going back to before Victor turned to spaghetti, but
Well, I'm just saying, like, because we're following that trend of going backwards. Like, that was in reverse. This is in reverse. Oh, it doesn't look as gruesome now.
ooh, good observation.
Be brave. Here we go.
What?
Yeah, I'm confused. I thought he was trying to stop him.
Oh, whoa.
It's over.
What do we do?
Wait, what?
Radiation.
What are we?
It's just
what?
too high.
What could we have done differently?
Oh.
Okay. I was like, did he just let him die? Okay, he's learning and then going back.
Oh shoot, Groundhog Day.
Faster.
Okay. No time to argue.
Load the multiplier, hit the green button, launch it, and get back, okay?
I feel like he's gonna have to move way faster than that.
Oh my god, we are in a time loop movie.
Yes. I mean, great music choice too.
Oh god.
This isn't working.
Earlier.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, do that.
Wait,
Damn
what?
it.
That's even worse. Or is it just not working at all?
Maybe he hesitates to go at sometimes.
Oh.
Oh, ow! That looks worse! We actually see the flayed skin.
Oh god.
Victor Timely, this is Ouroboros. Guess what? The TV handbook, you both wrote it. Isn't that amazing?
Or Boris.
So weird.
So weird.
I think he's always just that way.
Make the rings
Loki.
bigger.
Give that back to the professor.
We are doing a Groundhog's Day.
Oh my god.
Obi, how long will it take me to know everything that you know about mechanics, physics, and engineering?
How much do you know?
Fast, Nana. Right at the
We don't
beginning.
have time for this. Loki, it's better if we walk alone.
Obi, I understand. Really.
Why doesn't he just tell him? I'm pretty sure he
Because
could meet.
it wastes time? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but then if he has to go back anyway.
Okay, but now he's gonna go back and learn.
Right.
Oh!
Loki, I'm not questioning your surprisingly advanced engineering skills, but
Wow.
Oh my god, he actually spent
Centuries.
We have to those. Thank you.
You know what this is also reminding me of?
What?
Happy Death Day to You.
Yeah.
Because she also teaches herself like advanced science of
You're
some
right.
kind.
It's you. Yes. Whatever you do not set the multiplier down or it will roll off the gangway. Okay?
I hope so badly we find out how many attempts he's made.
Well, these are all mistakes that happen.
That's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
It would be. I'm sure they won't tell us, but that would be amazing.
That's why he's saying this. This all happened.
No. I know what I'm doing. No. What?
Here's what I want to know is, assuming that everything else mostly plays out the same, he's had to pretend to not know anything up until this point in time.
Yes. Or he's just been reliving the same moment for centuries.
Henry's ready.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's almost worse. But I guess it makes the most sense to see all the loopholes. Not the loopholes, all the faults in the plan. It's not gonna work.
Oh,
So, ooh, never mind.
it's working. Is he gonna make? Oh, he's gonna make it.
Maybe.
You made it.
Not yet.
Oh, I'm sure he's seen you get to this point before.
Oh yeah.
he's-
Do not put the multiplier down. It will roll off the gangway.
Oh god. See, he has been doing this for centuries.
Uh-huh.
Hit the button. It can be a little sticky.
Oh.
Oh my god. He even knows that.
Oh, he's even hit it before.
Yeah.
Get back. Yes, it's working. It's gonna work this time.
Oh.
Come on. Come on. Oh.
Oh my god.
He did it. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It's working.
Nice.
Aww.
All right. Guess that's it.
Whoa, that's it.
That's it.
That's the finale.
We did it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You did it.
Wait,
What?
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
it did increase the throughput, but there's just too many branches.
If it's, I guess, infinite branches
Like, you can't... Yeah, like, how do you contain that many branches?
for eternity.
The branches of time are duplicating and expanding.
Is this when he becomes he who remains? He's like, we gotta prune them?
For an infinitely growing multiverse, can't scale for infinite.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like
It will never be enough.
never enough.
And the loom.
Did this
Well,
ever
always
occur to
fail.
him, you think, during the centuries, or he was just so single-mindedly determined?
He was so single-mindedly determined this one task.
As soon as the timeline started branching, this was doomed to happen.
So he's gonna go back to maybe stop her from killing he who remains
That,
from when this all started. I kind of had an idea that that might happen, but
I mean, like you said, it
looks like it's the only way.
it's a cycle.
That's where the seasons begin. That's where the season must end.
He has to go back.
We gotta go back. We have to go back. Oh. Yep.
You called it.
I always had. I called this the last episode we watched. It's a time loop.
What you feel.
Oh.
You don't want this.
He's gonna kick her through a time door.
And he'll win this time.
You've been seduced by a throne.
The last thing I want is a throne. Sylvie, stop!
If you want me to stop, you'll have to kill me.
Sylvie, stop!
Oh, now he's gonna have to do this
God.
multiple times.
He just keeps losing.
Wait, now he's gonna train for centuries in how to fight.
Yeah.
Not what you were expecting,
But this is also gonna maybe lead, like you said, to the first episode.
Yeah. Well, she's fighting to kill. He's not fighting to kill, so there's a bit of a difference. He does know how to fight.
Right.
He is Asgardian.
Right, but he might like still have to train in something.
Yeah. He won't kill her.
He won't kill her, so then he'll have to go back further to find another way.
Yes, exactly. Oh my god, it's all time loops. It's all time loops. Oh,
How many times have you been at this?
he knows.
I feel like that's not too surprising.
No.
You haven't learned how to pause time yet. I figured you'd be way past that.
How did you know?
I know about the slipping. And who do you think paved that road?
Oh my god.
Any guesses? Survey says?
He who remains.
thinking you were sticking it to the system, gonna beat the man, and then whoop, here he is. Oh, kiddo, did you?
Damn.
I was just gonna sit back and let her kill me, and that be it? Zip, nada, R.I.P., HWR.
What? Wow. Oh.
And what makes you think this is the first time we've had this?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Hold on. You're my favorite. You know that. When there's the two of you here, you were my favorite.
What?
Okay. I know.
Wait, did they have this conversation already?
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Anything could happen at this point.
Shake it off.
I think it's a safe assumption that literally every permutation of this has happened.
I understand.
Hey, you want to break the law? What do you think would happen to your friends?
He's gonna become the new He Who Remains, right? Is that where this is going?
Would that fall in line with what you were talking about with him becoming the god of stories?
In a way, yes, not really, but yeah, an interpretation of it.
I'll find another way. Okay.
And around we go.
Basically an impossible choice for him.
What are you gonna do? Finish what I started.
And we're back
Yeah!
Claim my
at
throne.
the
I want
beginning.
to be king. I don't want to be.
Called it. Freaking called it.
Most purpose is more burden than glory. Trust me, you never want to be the guy who avoids it because you can't live with the burden.
He has to become He Who
What do you
Remains.
do with it?
Scar tissue.
Man, Mobius, so insightful.
It's so layered.
You know, she's the reason you're here instead of dust in a TVA vent.
Renslayer,
The hard
kick
thing to
this.
do, done.
Because she's working for He Who Remains. It all makes sense now.
Of course.
No, there's no comfort. You just choose your burden.
Ain't that the truth?
So Loki is burdened with glorious purpose. Emphasis on the burden.
I mean, that's just life, though.
Oh, are they not gonna... Is he not gonna remember Loki?
Not in this timeline, no.
Oh.
Oh!
He's gonna start... He's gonna break the loom?
There's nowhere left to go.
Oh.
Oh.
So you have to kill me. Not giving you my blessing if that's what you're waiting for. You're replacing one nightmare with another. I grew up in apocalypses, Loki, to know that sometimes it's okay to destroy something.
So is he...
If there's a hope that you can replace that thing.
So he's gonna rewrite it all. He's gonna end it all and rewrite it. He's gonna... Oh no, he's gonna start the Secret Wars. Kinda? So he's like, you're just gonna leave me here? This is him saying goodbye to his friends, getting one last look at them. That's why he's not looking at the impending doom. Oh my god. He spent centuries of his life looking for a place to belong. And once he's finally found it...
Yes, to lose it immediately.
I know what I want. I know what kind of god I need to be. For you. For all of us.
A god of stories.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
I guess because he's so powerful now?
Maybe?
He can...
I mean, he looks badass doing it.
Hell yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god, that's the Agent of Asgard look. He is gonna become the god of stories.
Oh, nice.
Or a version of it. Like I said, a variation of it. Badass.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's it. It started. Oh, his horns. I just realized his horns have the same look as the temp pad of He Who Remains. That's the multiverse.
But then is he reviving them?
I think so. I think he's gonna start weaving them. He's gonna start telling his own stories. This is wild. This is terrifying. Like, what is he even looking into? Like, what, this is so immensely terrifying on a cosmic level. For me personally, I think I'm having an existential crisis right now.
Oh god. Well, don't have that now.
No, I'll wait until after the episode. Oh, he's going to the end of time. Those are sick. I would like a pair.
They look very comfortable.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh.
Oh. So what's left?
Yeah, like, does the TVA even do anything now?
What happened? Oh. So he's kind of taking it out of the TVA's hands.
Yeah, well, I guess if he's just basically giving every branch the opportunity to live, there's nothing for them to prune. I also kind of like the naturey,
like
kind of symbolism of it
Yeah, they
all.
actually look like branches now.
Right, and like he's and green represents him, and that represents life in terms of nature.
This is wild. Oh my god, look at his cape. It's just his attire is so gorgeous.
Oh yeah, the aesthetic on all of this is incredible.
Oh my god.
And I think what I like about the aesthetic is, even though it's very grandiose, it definitely looks burdensome.
Yeah, I mean, holy shit. His throne, he finally has his throne.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god.
That's stunning. It's the multiverse. It's a tree.
Oh.
Wow. No, okay. Holy shit, that was so intense. Oh, let's grow together instead of pruning. Tree metaphor. We're coming full circle, people.
And are we sure she won't
Try to kill us all?
do any of them know that we exist yet?
Oh, I guess
Who's
they
that?
caused a little bit of a ruckus on 616 adjacent realm, but they handled it.
Oh, King the Conqueror. That's Quantumania. Okay. So they're keeping tabs on his variants.
Oh wait. Variant case file, your file as requested.
You think the TVA is gonna miss a tired, washed-up old analyst with a heart of gold?
Well, when you put it like that.
One or two who will.
I'm gonna miss you.
Gotta go see what exactly it is we've been
It's good that
protecting
he's
for all this time.
It's good that he's coming to terms with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is the file on himself?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Wow, that's quite a busy war room. A lot different from the stuffy 3-judge setup.
Yeah.
There's the goat of the entire series, that woman. I hope someone got him some co-workers.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, second edition.
And it's yellow.
Wasn't the first one yellow?
No, it was orange.
Oh, you're right.
So does he get the updated one?
No, he gets nothing.
Okay, so he...
Because he never becomes He Who Remains, right? Or gets dragged into all of this?
Right, this specific variant at least.
With the old TVA.
So, like, is she the last prune then?
I guess. What the shit? What was that? It's purple.
Something Kang related?
Definitely King related. Oh, he's playing with them instead of worrying about selling all the time.
But he still has a jet ski.
Personal watercraft.
Oh, sorry.
I might just wait here for a little bit.
This peaceful moment is because of Loki, and that is so beautiful. The time pass because he's been in a timeless void.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so beautiful. You can't do me like that. I was about to say, you can't end like that. Wow.
Oh my god.
Badass. He has finally found his glorious purpose. Holy shit. You can't just, what? Is that really it?
We don't know.
Man, I got goosebumps. Either way, man, the symmetry of this series, the symmetry, people, I've been telling you since episode 1, we are in a perfect time loop. The whole theme of the season is loops and time repeating itself, and the Aurora Boreas, which is a snake eating its own tail.
The Ouroboros.
Sorry, I keep forcing
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis, Ouroboros, and it's just, the season is so perfect to me. Like, it's so good and so compelling.
I would honestly say, just as a first impression, this might be the strongest season finale of any of the MCU Disney Plus shows.
It's so good. It almost felt like a series finale in a lot of ways.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, if you know if it got renewed or not.
Not yet. None of these shows, we know when they get renewed until it happens.
I mean, ultimately, it depends on what the end goal for the story is. And they need more to be told here, or if any continuation could just be told in another work.
Yeah, I can't see this episode ending without addressing that Ravonna thing, because that has to be a part of the multiverse saga.
I mean, I'm sure it will be addressed at some point in time. When, we don't know.
Now.
I mean, that'd be wonderful.
Right now. It's gonna happen.
Also, I do want to say real quick, minor detail, even though the pie still looks fake as hell, I get the green more now.
Yes. Now it's green. Well, Loki wasn't in charge now, but now it's a little extra green.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's disappearing again.
No!
I mean, to be fair, it was a complete story.
Wow, you're right. It was a complete story.
Yeah, because I know that was a criticism of the previous season, is that it felt so much like a cliffhanger. This, I think, without question, felt far more definitive.
Yes.
Especially in terms of Loki, this version of Loki.
Yeah, it definitely felt complete. And not only complete in the sense of 2 seasons of Loki, but it feels complete in Tom Hiddleston's journey as Loki in the MCU. Like, this could potentially be the last time we see Loki. I know it won't be, or probably won't be. Who knows? But
who knows? And I like being kept on my feet a little bit.
It's such a poetically satisfying way to leave the character. Mm-hmm. The first time we're introduced, he's constantly vying for a throne that he's never gonna get, and now he has the throne that he never wanted. But that's his burden, right? That's the burden of glorious purpose.
Oh man, I mean, thinking of all the centuries he spent like training and looping, on the one hand, it's like, yeah, you have it, but you basically just stopped all that to do more work.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to... I imagine, now that I think about it, we have to see Loki again, because he's way too powerful and important not to be addressed by the Kings.
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure he'll come up in Avengers at some point, since he's going to have a direct impact on that, right?
Absolutely. It's so very weird to me that... Because, like, where do you have Ravonna show up next? Like, where do you even place that scene? That's why it's so mind-boggling that it's not a post-credit scene, right? Because out of the movies we have coming next, the only one that will really touch on the multiverse that we're aware of so far is Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
And do we think she's going to show up there? Maybe.
Oh, that's absolutely a possibility. I think the main reason it didn't need to be a post-credit scene is even though it's like almost certainly a King variant, they tried very hard to still keep it ambiguous enough for plausible deniability in terms of like, oh, we don't know what that actually is, even though I think it'd be weird if it's anything else. But all we know is that she's in the void and something or someone has appeared before her, bathed in a purple glow.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I would be. I'm pretty proud of myself because I think this is the most accurate I've been with my predictions ever. I think I've called a lot of this stuff in episode 1.
I was gonna say, like, among shows, but I guess in terms of just any MCU property, has this kind of stuck closer to a comic storyline that you're expecting compared to others?
This is all original because, again, there's not a comic storyline that involves Loki in the TVA, right? There's comic book storylines that involve Loki and challenge it, like trying to change his lot in life, trying to shed that like evil past of his and become a force for good. And that's like the Agent of Asgard stuff and, you know, the God of Stories stuff. But involving the TVA and involving the multiverse is something a little bit new, especially Loki becoming essentially he who remains standing at the end of time. That's not something they've done before.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I think in terms of like the reason why I think it was so not easy, I think why it makes the most sense to have it end up this way is because everything just fits together perfectly.
Well, I guess also, and you can answer this better, is there any other comic storyline for Loki that would have made as much sense or have as good of a payoff, I guess?
No, that would have been as satisfying in the context of these 2 seasons of television. No, I think the way they adapted a lot of Loki stories, the past 2 seasons worked really, really well for the story that now that we can see the ending clearly, now that we can see the end through the trees, the forest through the trees, as they say, I think that this was the best way to do it. And I feel really, really good about where we ended up. And I'm really happy with how the show turned out. Because again, this season felt so complete in a way that not many of the other Marvel shows have, in the sense of you could clearly see the themes and motifs like bridge together between the episodes perfectly. And again, it makes a perfect circle from episode 1 of season 1 to episode 6 of season 2. It forms an Ouroboros. It's a snake that eats its own tail. And it's crazy to think about. Like now you have to go back and you have to rewatch some of these episodes, or you have to just take a seat and take a moment to kind of relive Loki's past throughout the MCU.
I was literally gonna say, like, the first thing I was thinking is like, man, like rewatching that one moment in Endgame now has so many more implications. Because at first I would have just watched it like, oh, that's funny, and now it's like, damn, never mind.
I mean, the sun will shine on us again, brother. Like all I could think about was Thor would be so proud. Like Thor, if Thor could see him now.
Yeah.
Like he would be so proud of Loki. And it's such a beautiful moment. And he just, and the series ends as he sits upon this throne and he smiles. It's beautiful.
And also just, I really love this finale because like, even though like you made a lot of good educated calls of where it was going to lead, there were still surprises.
The journey was still pretty fun. And there's a lot of humor this episode, which was great. To cut through some of this like very large, cosmically terrifying thoughts, like thought-provoking scenes that this episode has.
Oh my god.
But another really fun thing that I liked about the season is just the performances, because I feel like this is a great cast. It's fantastic. And the additions of Ki Hye Kwan as Obi and, you know, even Victor Timely and horny Miss Minutes. It was just, it was a really fun ride for the show.
Well, that's because I think they did have some ballsiness with how they approached everything. I mean, some scenes were incredibly freaking dark.
Yes.
Some of that very bizarre humor you mentioned, especially with Miss Minutes. And I really just enjoy what they did with this finale and just showing, like you said, you talk about an existential crisis kind of jokingly.
Yeah.
That is really a huge part of this episode. But Mobius, like just dropping the one-liners about just burden, but picking your burden. And that, again, like you said, that's just life. And I think that's so insightful. And the fact that you have Loki, who is basically an all-powerful being, but he still has to make those decisions. I find that to be super profound. Yeah,
and you kind of learn why Mobius has been so hesitant this whole time. And it's because of that one time he hesitated. And I think a lot of that has to do with like him being a variant of someone who has children, and that coming through as he has to prune this child.
Oh my god.
And that has turned him into someone who's very cautious and analytical.
Mm-hmm.
And now the end of the episode, he kind of sheds that and he's able to step out and see the life that he was supposed to have.
I was also gonna say, you talk about characters, and it can't be overstated. Can we just talk about the absolute dynamic duo of him and Loki and how fantastic this whole season? Because don't get me wrong, love Sylvie. I think her dynamic with him is also fantastic, but I feel like the MVP has to be Mobius.
Hiddleston and Wilson have tremendous chemistry together. It's them two on screen as these characters stole every scene of every episode that they were together.
Mm-hmm.
So fantastic. And it's kind of bumming me out because this episode really feels like a series finale. And I know I mentioned that, but where do we take the series of Loki now, right? This has to be it.
I know. And
we could do stuff with the TVA.
Yeah.
We could do stuff in other properties. I know the TVA is going to be in Deadpool, but you shouldn't really involve Loki beyond this.
Well, I was going to say, one, given how the MCU functions, we know that we're almost guaranteed to see, like you said, the TVA, Ravonna. We're going to see remnants of this series in other properties. So it's not like they're going anywhere. But secondly, I would rather them end strong and not force an additional season, which is the biggest cliche in the book. But it's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, I think this is where Loki, the series, ends. Mm-hmm. And if it is, it ended on the highest high note you could possibly go out on, because I was floored by this episode.
Floored by the season, which I think honestly maybe we're just very high right now on how good this was, but I think at least a contender for one of the best MCU Disney Plus seasons. Yeah, hands down. I think it's definitely, if not already there, definitely in contention. Not only that, but I love just how we thought we were getting the birth of the multiverse at the end of season 1. Oh, yeah.
But we truly see what the birth of the multiverse is and this season, and now we are in the multiverse saga. Full steam. Now we are full steam ahead. Here it comes. Kang variants are going to be showing up like crazy. Let's go, baby. I'm ready.
I am ready as well.
If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to check out our other Loki reactions, click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.